All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Too Easy Sports Betting. I'm Trice Too Easy. That is Trice, number 2, letter E, letter Z on Twitter. Make sure you follow me for all the live bets and the late night parlay skis. Okay. Anyways, before I get into the video, we're gonna recap yesterday, talk about that briefly. Then we'll do an overview of today and what's to come. Then we got the straights, the player props, and the parlays for today. Okay, guys. Before I get deep into it, I just want to say, we are up $419 in 7 days from a $500 bankroll to $919. I'm completely transparent. I use my own money, so I take this serious and I treat it like a business. A lot of the cappers you see, a lot of sports bettors and guys you see on YouTube are lying to you. They are not profitable. They bet in 0.25 units, 0.5 units, doing bullshit write-ups to convince you to make bets that make them look good if it hits. They don't care about their money because they're using your guys's. They out here with Discords that charge to get in for fucking bets and shit. They are basically using your money to throw out bets they truly don't care about and lie to you. And when they hit, makes them look good. Oh, I told you the Marylands would beat the Braves because of the whip, fit, bip, and the altitude. We told you. That's how they operate. It's bullshit. It's criminal. Don't listen to it. I'm telling you. 99% of them are not profitable and lying. So, if you want somebody who is profitable and completely transparent, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and follow me on Twitter. All right, so let's go over the recap of yesterday. So yesterday was a great day. We went 10 wins, 7 losses, which is huge. We're up 3 units from yesterday, which is about $121 we won in one day. We are now at 5 winning days, 2 losing days since I started the YouTube channel with a $500 bankroll. We are up 16 units, so $419 total, making our bankroll $919. Yesterday, we went 3 for 3 with straights. I'm surprised the Yankees game did not go over, and I'm surprised the Rangers game didn't stay under. I'm shocked about these two. I live bet Oakland to win, thinking I was smart. It was going into the 10th. I'm like, okay, surely they score. They didn't. We go 3 for 3. It is what it is. Player props. Will Benson decided to wake the hell up and go crazy. My favorite player, Carlos Santana, he got 1 inning, but didn't have 2. Adolis Garcia, who gives a fuck, he popped off. He went nuts. He had his great game. And other than that, we went 4 for 3. And then parlays is where we made a huge money yesterday. We went 3 for 4 with parlays, and I live bet the Cardinals and the Royals for plus 593. Cost like $7 to win a unit. So we go 3 for 4 in parlays yesterday, making it a total 10 wins, 7 losses, and a great day. So that's the overview yesterday. Let's get into what we got going on in the overview for today. So guys, full disclosure, when you are trying to build a bankroll, it's an investment. You need to treat it like that. If you are profitable bettor or you're following strict units and you're trying to learn, you need to be investing money in to compound and grow your bankroll. You do not get paid on the 1st and 15th. Most people get paid 2 times a week around the 1st and 15th. I'm 1st and 15th personally. So, plus I run my own insurance business, so there's always money coming in, but I get checks from certain companies on the 1st and 15th. When I do that, you always want to put some money into your bankroll. Throw a couple hundred into your bankroll. Grow it. Put a certain amount of units. I did 25% this time, which is 5 units. So I took $228 from the $919 that the bankroll's at, and I put it up in my bankroll to $1,147 to start. So today's unit will be $57.35, and this is not right yet. I have not updated this yet. So the point is, guys, always be invested. Do not get paid. Take $100, $200, and then go bet it on a parlay hoping you hit $10,000. That's dumb. You're not only learning discipline with sports. If you can be disciplined gambling on sports, you can be disciplined in all aspects of life. You can hit the gym. You can get you some biceps. You can get in shape. You can stay with one woman. You can be a decent person. I'm telling you, if you can be disciplined enough to bet on units and can manage your bankroll, you can do a lot. Like, you can be disciplined pretty much doing anything, because there's just temptations everywhere when you got a bunch of money sitting on a sports app and nothing to do with it. So that's my little rant for the day. Anyways, let's get into some straights. So for today, we got the Athletics money line. Guys, they are just as good as the fucking Astros. I mean, what is this? Look at this shit. 19 wins, 25 losses, 17 wins, 25 losses. I get you got pitching discrepancy, shit like that, but you're not going to give me two basically even teams as a coin flip and give me plus 210 and think I won't take that. I'm taking this every single time, and I really don't think the Athletics are as bad as people say, so it's a no-brainer. Phillies, minus 1.5. I wanted the first 5 run line, but they got that shit negative 130, so I think they win by 2. We'll take them at plus, or minus 1.5 and plus 105. And then again, with the Guardians, they're giving it juiced at plus 130. They're the better team. This is a coin flip for plus 210. This is the better team. Guys, we do not need to overcomplicate. If the team's better, bet them. If the team's worse, bet against them. If they're even and one team has a plus 200 fucking odds, bet them. Even if it's plus 150, bet them. If they're dead even and one is juiced as fuck, bet it. This is not rocket science. I'm not going to sit here, tell you about whip, FIP, BIP, altitude, regression, progression, all this dumbass shit, lefties, righties. Who cares? If they can hit, they can hit. If they can't hit, they can't. If they win, they win. If they lose, they lose. Just call it like it is. Simplify things. Common sense sports betting, okay? That's it for the straights. Player props. Jake Berger, under 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs for plus 105. Give me that every single time without even thinking. Bryson Stout of Phillies, they're on fire. Over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs for plus 105. He gets it almost every time. I mean, he hit it yesterday, and he only got one hit. He walked every other time. I mean, I don't know how you don't take this. Nick Castellanos, fuck it. Over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, minus 125. That was tough. He's on the Phillies too. That was a tough one to get at because it's minus 125. But while they're hot and hitting these lines, I'm going to keep betting them. Minus 125 is about as low as I'll go typically. I went 130 yesterday for, who was it? For Ryan Jeffers. But today they knocked that shit down like 150, so I can't do it. But I usually cap about 125. If I really love it, I'll go to 130. Tyler Nevin under 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Ryan Jeffers over 1.5 bases. So when you're betting, guys, Ryan Jeffers over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs is minus 130. His over 1.5 bases is plus 126. And he actually hits the over 1.5 bases more than he hits the over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. So make sure you look at shit like that, because I could have just as well played a minus 130 when there's a plus 126 is more likely to hit. So that's a lock in for today for sure. It's probably one of my favorites and going in my pin comment. Miles Mastroboni under 0.5 base. He can't get on base. Bet it. Pablo Lopez over 6.5 Ks. Guys, I'm going to tell you just like I did yesterday. Watch this. Here's what you do. Pablo Lopez. Here's how simple sports betting is when you're profitable. Pablo Lopez. Ks. 10, 8, 8, 6, 7. What's his line at? 7. Guys, it's a no-brainer. You don't even need to think. Cut your fucking brain off. He hits this line 80-90% of the time. It's plus money. Just take it. Let's use common sense, guys. Common sense sports betting. We don't need to talk about the lefty versus the righty versus the team who strikes out more versus who doesn't versus if they're at a high field or a low field. Is it a hitter's field? Does the ump? Fuck all that. Does he throw strikes or not? Yes, he does. Then fucking bet him to throw strikes. Stop with the bullshit. Ranger Suarez, over 5.5 Ks. Guys, I'm going to show you again. Here we go. Ranger Suarez, there he is. Grab him from right here. Let's load it up. 9 Ks, 6 Ks, 8 Ks, 5, 8. What's the line at? Lost him 5.5. He hits it about 80 to 90% of the time. Every game he hits 6 Ks. Bet it. You don't need to think too much. You don't. These guys who on YouTube have free money to bet with, so they don't care, so they can write up reasons and overthink things to look professional to make more money. That's the game. That's how it works. They actually are terrible bettors. Seriously, 99% of them are trash. They cannot do what I'm doing right now because I don't lie or write up reasons to make a bad bet just so I can look good for business. This is stupid. Matt Verling under half a run scored. He ain't scored a run in 50 games. Just bet it. Okay? Now, for the parlays. We have Orioles, Tigers, Phillies, Braves, and the Padres. Just a bunch of favorited teams. I usually like to do 4 legs on my parlays. I threw the Padres in just because I just can't see them losing again today. I already had these 4 no matter what. I was like, fuck it, throw the Padres. I only got bet $7 to win a unit. Let's do it. Then I took Orioles over 6.5, Marlins under 9.5. The Phillies, these are the full games. It's the Orioles game, the Marlins game, not just one team, but both teams. Phillies over 6.5, which I believe the Phillies game was 7.5 plus money, so I dropped it to 6.5. It's still pretty good. Braves under 9.5. I love this bet. I love this bet. Bet $9 on it. Let me fix that. Then lastly, we have, I did 4 parlays today. We got George Springer under 1.5 total bases, Javier Baez under 1.5 total bases, Jake Berger under 1.5 total bases, and Keto Marte under 1.5 hits. These guys either don't hit or don't get on base ever. This should be free money. This should be free money. I'm sorry. This one should definitely be free money though, and so should this one, maybe. Andrew Monasterio under a base, Owen Miller under a base, Miles Mastrobuoni under a base. This is just a gamble lotto. You got 3 guys who haven't been on base in 20, 30, 40, I don't know, forever. They never get on base. It's plus 812 because you're just basically saying they won't get a hit. That's all you're saying. They never hit the ball. If they're not hitting, you bet them to not hit. I bet $21 on this to win, I believe, 3 or 4 units. So today I almost have a whole unit on parlays. I got 8.85. Listen, when you're hot, you ride the hot streak. We hit all our parlays yesterday. Let's try to hit some parlays again. So I bet 4 of them. I got a real juiced up one, trying to put almost a unit on them. We'll see how it goes. And another thing is, when you win a big day like yesterday, you have a lot of risk. You have a lot of wiggle room to be kind of aggressive with some plays. So I will be posting basketball straights and parlays on my Twitter. The live bets on Twitter as well. I do it every single day. So make sure you follow me at Trice, T as in Tom, Rice, 2, letter E, letter Z. Make sure you follow. Here's my Twitter right here. And yeah, this was, I bet this live last night. This is the play I called. I bet this live, the Cardinals and the Royals, both plus money. Smack the fuck out of it, okay, guys? So make sure you tap in. Again, don't forget, like, subscribe, comment. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow when we recap this.